Hi there. Some nights ago I dreamed about animals inside the wall. There was just a little hole in the wall, so I couldn't see more than at first the crest of a white cockatoo and then the top of a white rabbit's ears. When going closer to the hole, a cat jumped out in my outstretched hands. It was white too, but its head was painted in purple and the tail and paws in lilac. I held the cat close in my arms when carrying it towards a bathtub. When I washed away the paint, it became all white, and I wondered what to call it, snow or perhaps snö in Swedish, perhaps diamond or crystal. Then another cat suddenly came out from inside the wall. It had different earth-colored tones, and an unknown person who were alternating between being male and female held his hands out to the cat, and when it came out from the wall it climbed into them, but when being carried away the cat cut a sore in the person's throat with its claw. The blood came streaming and I ran out to get a tourniquet in a pharmacy next door. Since it was night, I knew it was closed, but I knocked hard on one of 3 doors where I intuitively felt the male pharmacist was. He didn't open quickly enough though, so I grabbed the stuff from the storefront and ran back. When I was back again, the person, who was now only male, was very pale, and the sore from the cut had moved from the throat from below his right eye, and the iris was blood red. I pressed the tourniquet against the sore and dialed 112, which is the Swedish 911, on the phone that was suddenly in my hand. The young man fixated me with his red iris eye and said, "Some don't live as long as others." When waking up, I thought about these colors and the fact that I actually had dreamed about a friend the night before having lilac and purple color dyed in her hair. So what about the white animals in the wall then? And changing between being male and female, the cut, the red eye, and the intuitive knowing. Today I want to take you through this dream on the 3rd level, since it's about male and female as in higher symbols, and about using the right kind of strength depending on which kind of situation is at hand. So things between walls aren't seen with the naked eye, so they must be treated with respect. Both the rabbit, the cockatoo, and the cat hints that there is some magic going on, that things can turn out both good and bad, meaning the outcome of this isn't given. So the situation has to be handled with care. The female intuitive way inspires trust, and the cat then chooses to be taken care of. On the opposite, when not knowing if to be passive or active, patient or forcing, as in changing between being male and female, the other cat becomes insecure too. The cat is deadly and is thereby stressing the choice of which leg to stand on. The male side is chosen and the right side of the body is hurt. The right side iris is blood red, but after the choice of energy expression, still filled with a new determined strength. The feminine is working intuitively, knowing which door to knock on, then taking action with the help of the now chosen male side by grabbing what's needed. This action is symbolically equal to have been earning access to the phone suddenly being in the hand. The message from the active deadly hurt aspect spoke about understanding, saying, "Some don't live as long as others," meaning finally knowing when it's time to give the crown to the next ruler. One person can't do everything alone, and everything can't be understood logically, and there must be cooperation between male and female, both in symbolical way, as in between brain halves, and knowing when to use the intuition or logical reason. Also in the bigger picture in the world today, where the male patriarchal system stubbornly rules the world. The thing with dream symbols is that they actually are quite logical. Also, they have dialects, meaning you shall always take the symbol into your own world of dreams and try it out before you acknowledge it as being a fact. The only thing that are static are the terms of left and right due to the placement of the brain's two halves and how they work. The right brain hemisphere is feminine and controls the left side of the body. The left brain hemisphere is masculine and controls the right side of the body. Masculine is active and feminine is passive. The fact that the masculine is considered the active energy and the feminine passive isn't due to the present patriarchal, more aggressive forces, but the thought of active energy as superior to passive energies. This era of physis was thought to be ruled by both masculine and feminine intermingled energies, but the masculine energy that has been ruling since the epoch of Taurus gave way to Aries during the Bronze Age is doing overtime. Because of that, it's hard to put words to the subject of feminine power. Often it comes in terms belonging to women and suits, which is far from what feminine strength really is. The subject is very important, since the feminine for sure is on its way back. So here's the hard fact to focus on. Strength comes in different forms. Masculine yang is exhaling and feminine yin is inhaling. They are each other's opposites, but there's no difference between the strengths in their opposite forces. Even a bright shining sun is an almost even if a bright shining sun is an almost incomparable power source, a black hole has the same dignity. So, when it comes to dealing with stranger things as in a dream, it's all about being able to choose power, active or passive. Men are active aspects, being forward, giving. Women are passive aspects, being patient, receiving. Left brain hemisphere, masculine, logical. Right brain hemisphere, feminine, intuitive. Right side of the body ruled by the left hemisphere. Left side of the body ruled by the right hemisphere. Right side next to something or someone is intuitive and mysterious, and the left side next to something or someone is logical and rational. So in the dream I was in a room in a building, and inside the room the wall kept another space. A hole, a portal opened up towards unknown things, towards the white animals in the wall. Besides the fact that they on one level are natural instincts or abilities to inner strength, they also are links to other worlds. The other world, being inside the wall, shows the access to it through inner work, through balancing the male and female energies. They being white is aiming for something new. The purple and lilac colors are the same color in different mode or tone, pointing towards being the same and being able to cooperate despite of the differences. So what's about the connection with the lilac purple hair dream then? The night before? Well, my friend is a woman symbolizing the feminine, and the focus was on her hair. Likewise, the cockatoo and rabbit was only showing the crest and ear tips. The area on top of the head is in purple tones, as in higher located chakras. The cat is a walker between worlds, and here coming in its into this reality, white in its origin, symbolizing the incoming new feminine era with purple and lilac colors showing the will to unite male and female, signaling that the new era comes with peace. The fact is that I was washing away the colors from the cat was because it was painted, as in sacrifice from the incoming energies, feminine ones, to show its purpose. Therefore, the correct thing was to gently wash it away and let the natural process in mingling these energies take its time. And the mingling is up to us. The feminine era is on its way, and the balancing of forces are of greatest importance. a way to become more aware of the feminine energy is to invite it into your life. It comes in listening to the intuition and doing inner work by being creative, do art and writing, being in nature, and paying attention to your dreams, of course. So thank you for listening and bless you all.